Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Episode 28, The Truth with BG31 and JC
No.
Sports Talk.
Hey, the truth with JC Sports Talk and the lies with BIRDGANG 31. Let's go.
Hey, the truth is the truth, and you know I spread the truth. Just like Smitty got fleeced.
Hell no, he didn't. Let's go. Roll it.
He says.
You know, you can't be counting the pockets of others. I'm where I want to be. This is where I wanted to be. And, you know, at the end of the day, it was still life-changing for me. Those guys that have got their deals, they deserve it. Great players and great people.
What's going on, everybody, man? And welcome to the very first episode of The Truth, where not all Eagle fans agree on everything. And this is definitely the spot where this shit about to go down.
Oh yes, able. Oh yes, I'm stable. Oh yes, no label. Oh yes, you know me. I have only the best. I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going.
This is why we started this, because of you. We started this. I'm tired of listening to your, fantasy that you living in right now. Always talking about damn it, no until proven otherwise. BS.
I'll be number one, working hella hard until I get just what I want. Yeah, rises like the sun. Yeah, fatal like a gun.
You know what I mean?
Hey, I was pretty close last year. We could have easily won those 3 games we lost.
I gotta get through it, and the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing.
Right? Did you not beat ourselves those 3 games?
Look, we lost.
Never listen to the no's. I just wanna keep
We
moving. Yeah, I put
we
it
lost.
out as hard. It's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed. Feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in.
What's up, guys? What's up, Bird Gang Nation? How's everybody doing today? How you doing today, JC?
Hey, man. Look, man, it's a Tuesday. We made it through Monday. And apparently, we made it through Tuesday also. So what the hell? You know what I mean? I'm blessed, highly favored. I'm grateful to be alive, to be on another episode of The Truth. Episode what? 1,000 something? Like, I mean, where we at right now?
We got 28, baby. We got 28.
28 and counting, baby. 28 and counting. So, hey, look, I mean, there are some news to get into with the Philadelphia Eagles. You know what I mean? Mandatory training camp open up. Old Bradberry about to get me a Saquon Barkley jersey. But let's go, man. It's all good.
We're going to definitely get into that one. Kind of say Bradberry. He ain't giving you nothing. And Bradberry's going to start, baby. Bradberry going to start. Let's open it up then. Let's open it up with that first topic tonight, baby. The first topic is, will Bradberry, wait, let me open it up. He reported to camp, but they want him to play safety, not cornerback, but safety. How you feeling about that?
What I heard, though.
Remember what Nick said. He goes, there's a lot of good corners that come back and become great safeties. You know, we had one on our team ourselves, Mr. Malcolm Jenkins. You know what I'm saying? He came back. He was a great safety, one of the best safeties in Eagles history. You know what I'm saying? I think personally, with all the young guns at the CB spot, you know what I'm saying, with the way Isaiah Rodgers is balling out with Quinyon Dejean, I think it'll be perfect to have Bradberry and CJGJ out in the back of that secondary with Slay and Isaiah Rodgers to start, baby. It would be amazing. It would be amazing.
Who? Wait. Bradberry, Slay, Isaiah Rodgers, what, at DB? What? Wait, what did you just say right now? A whole bunch of BS. You know what? Look, anyway, yo. Hey, first of all, I heard that he reported to camp, all right, and limped off. He got cut midway through a mandatory training camp. His ass was getting cut and going into the damn goddamn tent. You know why? Because his ass is old, out of shape, and missed all the voluntary OTAs and stuff. And on the first day of mandatory minicamp, guess what? He get hobbled off them. So he ain't gonna be safety anyway. And the only way he gonna be safety his ass off this team. He gonna safety his ass. Bye. Bradberry about to be off this team pretty darn soon, because we have enough DBs. Overall, if you look at the big picture, overall is a crowded DB field, safety, cornerback. It's crowded right now. And who can we afford to move forward without? is Bradberry. I think that we could do okay without him. I really think that like keeping them on this team is not doing these young guys any service at all, man. Like you drafted them first round for a reason. Rangel, he's still there, and then he got some play time from last season because of Bradberry and Slade getting hurt. So he got play time. So like, do we want to see him just wait like this? Come on, man. Like we are stunning these young guys' growth, man. Like to me, Bradberry, to me, in my opinion, should be gone, and we will not miss him. Worst case scenario, we still got Isaiah Rodgers that could easily, let's just say we try to experiment with Mitchell. Boom. Hey, Mitchell, what's up, Mitchell? Boom. He getting burnt left and right. Okay, that's fine. Okay, boom. Guess what we got? Hey, bring in Rodgers. You know what I mean? He could play the outside. So I'm telling you, we have the depth this upcoming season to be able to say, you know what, Bradberry, we don't really need you, blah, blah, blah. Let's see what we have with these young guys. But I don't agree to go with, young all over the DB field with, with Mitchell and Rangel. No, I think that Slate is here to stay at least for one more year. But Bradberry, to me, safety or not, he needs to be safety's ass off this team. You know what I mean? Safely sees that off the team.
How do you fans believe that? And I'm going to tell you something that might make you reconsider the situation. I'm not really this defense. Yes, it's been similar defense for the last 3 years, but the go to Zier, he's here. The dean is in class right now teaching his scheme. And Vic Fangio, teaching hard football. He wants veterans back there. He wants people to understand the system. When he says, hey, I want this, he wants the guy to not think about it. He don't want no rookie in there having that.
Wait, 1 second. Hey, you think he wants Wait. You think he wants guys that's not going to be on his team next season?
Listen, let me finish what I'm saying, okay?
Wow.
These guys are rookies. You know what I'm saying? Rookies and Dejean.
Rangel is not rookie.
Wait, okay? These guys are rookie.
Rangel is not a rookie.
Hey, wait, okay? Who everybody want? They want Mitchell to start. They want to see Dejean in there. They're not even really talking about Rangel, and I think Rangel definitely should play over those two guys. But what I'm saying is these young cats are still young with still room to grow. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you started, even if I was saying Bradberry start at corner, I wouldn't want him to start the whole damn season. I would want him to start out the season so these guys can learn. These guys can learn from two vets. I don't care what you say about last year. The whole defense sucked last year, okay? The whole defense. So I'm ready to get a goddamn sack after week 10. The whole defense sucked last year. So Bradberry was the worst of the worst. But the year prior to that, Bradberry was an all-pro cornerback, and he's been to the Pro Bowl numerous times. He did the same thing in New York where he was good, and then he had a bad season, and then he came back and being good again. So why wouldn't you think the guy can come back and do it again? And now you're picking him out.
Okay, time out. Wait a minute. He's saying a lot.
Let me finish.
Well, I have to kind of but you have to give me time to respond a little bit.
Wait, these younger receivers are toasting Bradberry, so why not throw him in the safety position where he can use his expertise? He can see everything in front of him, and he can make plays. Bradberry made some plays last year, too. You don't forget the interception to end the game in that one game. I think it was the Chiefs or whatever. Bradberry still made some plays. I think having him at safety to be the next Malcolm Jenkins, next to CD Deuce, baby, you can have an awesome secondary going into next year.
The next Malcolm Jenkins, I don't even remember Malcolm Jenkins ever playing cornerback.
What are you talking about? He started out as a cornerback.
Well, I don't remember. Like I said, I don't remember him.
Why you
he didn't come from the Eagles as a cornerback.
This guy doesn't even remember when Malcolm Jenkins played corner, so that's why he needs to treat.
Hold on. I'm talking about the Philadelphia Eagles. On the Philadelphia Eagles, did Malcolm Jenkins play cornerback?
Not on the Eagles.
Okay, so I don't care about where else he played cornerback.
No, but I'm saying.
No.
Okay, corner. He came over to the Eagles.
A lot of gibberish right now.
The best safety in the game.
So, the only gibberish that I remember that you're saying, because you ran through a lot of it. You said let Bradberry start at corner, but not the whole season. So let's just say you start him at corner, right? He's having an all-pro season at corner. What do you do?
Keep him in there.
Oh, wait a minute. But you already said that you don't want them there the whole season. You just want him there. Wait, hold on. No,
I didn't say he was playing for all.
Not the whole season, but half the season and then switch him out. Corners don't work like that. Corners don't work like offensive linemen with the rotation. If you're a starting corner, nickel corner, that is your position. That's what you practice all week for every game day, every game plan. That's what you practice. The outside, the nickel, wherever you about to start. You can't rotate corners in and out like they are linemen, like, a defensive lineman. That's not how they work. Defensive lineman, you got one job. Go get the goddamn quarterback. That's it. But corner, and they call a different defense, you have to be ready. Oh, shit, did I practice this all week? Oh, my God, they want me there. They want me. You can't just rotate corners like they are defensive linemen. So you saying that, okay, just start him at corner, and then I don't expect him to be there all season. How about if he actually having an all-pro season, and now all your first round picks are on the bench? Even Rango that actually have DB, corner experience from last year, even in the playoffs, this dude was playing. So what are we talking about here? I mean, is he going to stay or go? Because I'm not going to try to rotate corners in between mid-season like we did the goddamn defensive coordinator last season, and we see how that worked out. You can't rotate defensive players like that unless they get hurt.
And then you've already heard the coaches come out and tell you they're going to be rotating these cornerbacks in. You heard them when they talk about
no.
You heard them already when they talk about Quinyon Mitchell. They're getting Quinyon Mitchell ready. He will get some playing time this year. They said that Dejean, they cross-train him. He's going to get some playing time this year. They look forward to seeing
playing time. But outside corner, hey, coach, I need a break outside corner. Oh, yeah, help me out. It doesn't happen that way. Outside corners don't get, oh my God, I'm so tired. Hey, coach, why don't you bring in the cold-ass rookie or the cold-ass guy that's on the sideline? That's why good quarterbacks go at what? The corner that goes out, the good quarterback go after that same corner. After that same side. You know why? They code. Like, you can't just rotate corners like you rotate, defensive lineman. You just can't. That's not how it works. That's a position you cannot rotate like that. Now, if you're talking about nickel, maybe the nickel, but the outside corners are your dogs, period. There's no, I need a break right now. Boom, I've been on the field for 14, 15 plays. No, whoever you have on the outside is staying there until the end of the game. Or if you're going to halftime and you do adjustments, but you're not going to do that. Like, boom, in and out. That's not how it works. So yes, these guys are going to play maybe DB position, maybe at safety. You might have more flexibility to bring him in and out. But your corners, I'd be surprised if a Vic Fangio, the chef himself, like over here rotating corners like they like the defensive lineman. No, that's not how that shit works.
Listen, it's a longer season now, and they're going to see what these boys got. You're talking about two older cornerbacks, if there was Bradberry and Slay, and even with Slay, and then say Slay is that one guy, the number one corner. You definitely don't want your number one corner switching in and out. But the second corner, if you're really trying to find out who's going to steal that spot, just like, you start a guy. If he's playing good, you keep him in. If he's on the hot streak, keep him in. If he starts sucking up, you got another guy to rotate in there. But like I said, that position is uncertain right now. No one knows who's going to start.
Your whole life,
right now, we're in shorts and t-shirts. That don't mean a goddamn thing.
You never played corner before, right?
What was that?
I played corner like my whole high school.
I played one a little bit.
No, you didn't. No. Oh, no, you didn't. That's not how corner works.
You know what I'm saying? I played a little bit.
Now, if you call in, a nickel, like different coverages.
You play 10 games a season, JC. How about these are 17 game seasons?
No. That's not how your corners work. Your corners work. Yes, you could change the package and extra corners come in for a specific play, but your main corners are not coming off the field because your game plan is set. All week long, you have your corners that's practicing, that's going on game day, especially on your main coverages. This is where we're going. Yes, every once in a while, you can.
I'm talking about right now in OTAs. We haven't even got the training camp yet.
That's what I'm saying. Let's talk about the game. So we were talking about Bradberry. You said that you expect Bradberry to start, but he might not finish the season. That makes no sense.
if he played corner.
Monkey wrench in the
now they threw the monkey wrench and said he's gonna play safety, and I'm like, well, that's even a better position for the guy.
How?
Because you don't have to worry about getting burned off the line, all them young guys toasting his ass. You know, he's already back there, you know, and let CD Deuce, you know, roam around the secondary while Bradberry stay deep and make sure he does his coverage. Like Bradberry's not dumb.
Okay, so who's your safeties?
He knows CD Deuce and Bradberry.
All right, so if you would have, since you,
because I think Bradberry would be a better corner than Blankenship, and he's more experienced than Brown right now.
A better safety or corner? Like, I mean, you all over the place. What?
You're talking about moving the boy to safety, so I'm talking about him as a safety.
You said Bradberry would be a better corner than Blankenship. You said corner.
Well, in terms of corner, I think he
is DB. Okay, all right. Look,
DB.
Okay, all right. So, what would be your? Okay, so if you have Bradberry at safety, who's your other one or two? Like, how many safeties you've playing? What? Go ahead, talk to me.
CD Deuce.
Oh, okay. So
and then you're rotating in Blankenship and Brown. You know, to certain packages, certain, you know, things, you have them guys get on the field. Like just like how, remember before CD Deuce got hurt the first time, Blankenship wasn't playing. You know, it was CD Deuce and somebody else. Got the other boy in there. And then when he got hurt, that's when everybody found out about Blankenship. You know what I'm saying? That's when he got to play more. He was playing sparingly, but he wasn't playing like that.
No, CD Deuce was playing for Blankenship was playing for Gardner. It was him, and it was the other one that walked away in free agency. Oh man, what's his other? No, it wasn't Edwards. What?
He was supposed to be good too.
I mean, he was all right. I mean, hey, you didn't think that he was good, but man, what was his name? Yo, I forgot. But he was a natural safety.
Irrelevant.
All I'm saying is this: so when you would have Bradberry and Chauncey as your safety, but then Dejean is on the bench, Brown is on the bench, White Vanilla Ice is on the bench, and Reed. So all three of those guys are on the bench, and then you experimenting with Bradberry as safety. You know what? Fire the goddamn defensive coordinator right now.
But okay, that brings us to the next
get him out of here.
The next one is Rogers CB2, because it is just shorts and t-shirts out there, but the boy is showing up and showing out every practice. This boy, he done took 2 pick sixes to the house. You know, I know it's just 707 because I don't really take heed into this. You need to put the shoulder pads, do it with the shoulder pads on for me. But the fact that the boy has not even played, you know, for a whole year of football, is coming back, showing up, showing out. Your first round rookie ain't had no pick sixes. Your Dejean ain't had no pick sixes. This guy's up there making plays over your top picks, and the guys have been here.
Hey, do you remember this guy, man, this all-pro Super Bowl winning guy in Jalen Reagor? The one-handed catch in training camp, making all of us, oh my God, Jalen Reagor is ready to be the next Randy Moss because he's mossing people in OTAs in training camp. What the hell happened? Yo, this is freaking non-contact, and you can't bump, like you can't tackle, like you can't. I'm not overreacting to anything, to Jalen Hurts, to Saquon Barkley, to AJ Brown, to Kellen Moore, to Nick Sirianni, to Rodgers. I'm not overreacting to anything that's happening in OTA and training camp or even in preseason. Show me in the regular season. I don't give a crap ass what the hell is going on. And none of these non-contact, oh, you can't touch them. Oh, and just back up now. Even there's rumors that Kenny Pickett, oh my God, he's showing off Jalen Hurts. And come on, man. All this BS that's going on right now, it's just content for people like you to talk about. For people like you to like, oh my God, let's make a video about that. Bullshit. Yo, hey, put the season on and then let me talk about what's going on. Right now, Rodgers could get 15 goddamn interceptions in training camp.
And would that make you more confident that he can be our CB2 is the question.
The question is, we don't know. Like, and then you trying to say, oh man, yo, he's getting picks off of this, picks off of that. Off of what? Off of who? Off of what? Oh my God.
Taking him to the house.
All right.
Taking him to the house.
The honest truth. All right. My CB2 scenario is because of next year, we're going to be mainly a young team. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? The worst that could happen if you throw Mitchell at CB2. Try by fire, because this is the best time. To me, Rodgers, okay, I would put Rodgers at the
Are you
next.
trying to produce a good CB2 or are you trying to win the Super Bowl?
Well, I would
If you
put.
want to win a Super Bowl, you got the experience.
No, I'm trying to maximize my personnel. So, of course, I'm going to put Rodgers at the nickel, Mitchell, CB2, Slay, CB1, you know what I mean? Gardner, safety out there, right? Cooper and Blankenship out in safety. You know what I mean? Yo, those are my three safeties: Gardner, Dejean, and Blankenship. And then my nickel is Rodgers and Mitchell and Slay. That is my my defensive back. That's it. Like, that's my secondary. And then now, if you want to rotate Sidney Brown because he's coming off injury, you can. If Bradberry is still on the team, you know, and you want to rotate him because of injury, you can, because Bradberry is not going to be on the team. And Sidney Brown, he's young enough that, okay, he will recover and he will understand coming off an injury, hey, we trying to work you in slow. You know what I mean? So that's my mindset behind it. Like, I'm not trying to say, but no, I'm trying to put the best people on the field, the best players on the field that could produce right now. I'm trying to win right now. I'm not trying to, no. Like, who's going to be on the team next year and who could produce right now? And that is my 2 cents.
Says Slay and Rodgers will be outside this year. Mitchell won't see the field this year. That's what I think. I think, because you heard how Roseman and these guys talk about it this offseason. It is always better when you can groom your first-round picks, groom the guys that you want to start for a year under veterans, so they can understand the game fully without having to feel the pressure of being the number one starter day one.
Pressure, though.
You know what I'm saying? You can learn, from some vets, from some all-pros and, Darius Slay and Bradberry and even Isaiah Rodgers had an awesome year before he got suspended there. So I really think these guys, it's going to be Rodgers, Slay with either Vontae or Mitchell in the middle. Like, Mitchell might get a chance to go to the middle if he can work the middle his first year to get some PT. Because if you think about it, that's how you get your young guys in. You throw them into the middle, where they can get some PT. And if they show out there, then you push them to the outside. So that's what I think is going to happen. So I think Rodgers, to answer the question, I think Rodgers is our CB2 as of right now.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out what, okay, so Slay could, he could handle his own, right? He talk a lot of shit on the podcast, and he want to get paid $25 million a year, you know what I mean? Your CB1s and all that crap, which I don't agree with. Okay, so let's just say, hey, Slay can handle his own.
Wait. You say you don't agree with it? Why not, though? He's talking about $25 million. If the best receivers are getting paid, what now?
But they don't travel shit.
$35 million a year?
They don't. No.
So
my tweet was this. All right. So
less.
I see his tweet. Okay. So I saw it. His tweet was like, so Slade tweet was like, I believe that a CB1 should get paid about $25 million a year, and then a CB2 should pay, get paid between 10 to 15. I said, the only way I agree with that is if you're CB1 and you traveling throughout the whole field, because you're not going to be a CB1 getting paid $25 million, and then the coaches are game planning to go away from you, but then you're sitting there making $25 million and your CB2 is getting cooked. Hell no. You know what I mean? So he needs to travel. And Slade do not travel.
I heard there's more the coaches that want to travel him.
And playing 10 yards back. So he don't deserve $25 million a year.
He had an all-pro on the other side. You didn't have to travel.
I don't care. No. If you're CB1, why am I paying you $25 million for? Why?
You do it for receivers, right? We did it for.
I don't care what I'm paying the receivers because the offensive players will always have the advantage over the defensive player. That's a fact. Because I know my route, I know when to cut, when to stop, when to do all that. So that's a fact. But the fact is, if you're a CB1, we watch corners, Ramsey, Travel, you know what I mean? Freaking Bland, you know, yo, Diggs, yo, we seen these guys follow these number one wide receiver, but Slay, for some odd reason, he's on his goddamn island over there, and then Bradberry is getting burnt.
Slay does travel. Remember, Slay traveled with Justin Jefferson, locked him down twice.
Oh man, he ain't trash. Come on, man, he ain't trash.
Locked him down twice. My God.
Man, come on, man, stop.
Okay. And speaking of that, let's jump over to this offensive side. Mr. Justin Jefferson just became the highest non-quarterback in the NFL. You know, per year. What is it at $34 million a year, $110 million guaranteed? You know what I'm saying? That begs the question, did Devontae get fleeced by his agent in terms of this whole deal here?
No. Okay. All right. It seems like that this whole offseason, every Philadelphia Eagle players that got signed took a discount to stay in Philly. It started from Josh Sweat, right? When it was either him or Hassan Reddick, we were always like, oh my God, are both of them going to be gone? But Josh Sweat was like, no. I want to stay here. I'll take a discount. And then it came from Dickerson. He said it. He's like, hey, look, I'm happy here. Yo, I want to stay here. Yada yada. Like, it seemed like that every player that got signed this offseason loved to play with the fans, the organization, and the city of Philadelphia. It wasn't all about the money. So did Devontae Smith get fleeced? No. He know what he wanted. I mean, this is his first contract. You know what I mean? Like, he knows that Justin Jefferson, he's the only guy there. Right, he's the only guy there. You know what I mean? Like, some of these guys that's getting paid are basically the only guy that they have on that team. Like, without them, it is what it is. Like, the team is like, man, it's not going. I'm going to move. But Devontae Smith realized, I'm on a loaded team with AJ Brown, with Goddard, with Barkley. I'm just going to take my little piece because I'm young enough. In a couple years. Just like AJ Brown just did, and a couple years later, re-sign a new deal. So that's okay, but nothing is guaranteed. So there's no guarantee that if I hold out and then I'm going to get X, Y, and Z. No. So why not just go ahead and prove myself even some more, a little bit more, that okay, and then the next paycheck, the next pay period, hey, I'm about to get this bag. So that's why I look at it. Like all these guys that we sign, to extension, they want to play here, man. They want to play here. They are humble. They are grateful. So no, I don't agree that he got fleeced. His agent did the right thing. Hey, let's get this money early because in a couple of years, hey, guess what? You could get paid again. You know what I mean? Like the market, it is only going to go up. Like it's not going to go down. Whatever you sign right now is the floor. Hey, so your next one, and you already know it's going to be up there. So it's okay. Because 2 years, like every 2 years right now, it seems like that a deal got to get redone. Regardless. Like AJ Brown, right? Well, this was his first, second, what? Like he signed like 2 years ago.
Years ago, yeah.
Yeah. And he got a whole new contract because he played well and he played himself into a new contract. So Smitty, boom, 2 years from now, he could get a whole brand new contract. So it's okay to try to win a championship and still help out the organization to help sign other people. So it's all about selflessness instead of selfishness. You know what I mean?
I get you. I'm going to double down on that, but I want those that didn't hear Smitty what he said. Let's let him show what he said about it.
You can't be counting the pockets of others. I'm where I want to be. This is where I wanted to be. And, at the end of the day, it was still life-changing for me. Those guys that have got their deals, they deserve it. Great players and great people.
Yeah.
Perfect. You know, like you said, those guys do deserve it. Like you even noted, like these guys that got a little bit more to him, even AJ, like these are number one receivers in the
But
league.
he's also a number 1 too now.
Wait. Listen. Those other guys don't have another caliber of number one. And I think even him knowing, I think he knew that AJ was going to get about to get overpaid. He wasn't going to get paid the same as AJ, and the Eagles were going to go up AJ's contract too. You know what I'm saying? They both got paid this offseason. Like you said, it was life changing for him. And he understands that as of right now, even though they're both number one caliber receivers, AJ is the alpha receiver on this football team. You know what I'm saying? He understands that he wants to be the alpha. And I'm not saying that he can't have a better year than AJ next year. But as of right now, it's AJ is the alpha. It's considered the number one receiver. And he's considered number two receiver on the football team. You know, and the rest of those guys, you know, all those guys, even Amon-Ra St. Brown, freaking, you know, Justin Jefferson, all these guys are number ones with not a clear number ones on their football teams. Even when CeeDee Lamb about to get paid, if he gets paid, he is clearly the number one player on that, you know, receiving core to the point where you got to pay him the top money. And even AJ took a little bit of discount. If you look at these contracts going out there, AJ is what, the fourth highest or, you know, in the league for non-quarterbacks, you know, but he's still not the most highest for in terms of receivers by himself. These guys understand football. They understand if everybody take 10 million, you know, 5 to 10 million less than what would be the top pay, you can spread that money around to more players that have more talent. Even Saquon Barkley, when he came here, Saquon even said he could have got more. You know, he took what he thought was good for him on this football team to be with these guys, you know, to be lined up with a Dallas Goedert, to be lined up with a Devontae Smith, to be lined up with, you know, A.J. Brown, to be lined up with an offensive line that we got, to be lined up with a quarterback like Jalen Hurts. He took a little less to make sure he can have an opportunity to win that championship. I think all these guys are smart. I don't believe that Smitty got fleeced either. I think Smitty's a smart man. He knew his place on the team, for one. Yeah. He's a smart man. And like he said, $25 million a year, even if you go all 4 years, goddamn it, that's $100 million. That is life-changing, you know, generational money, you know. And like you said, he's still young. He's going to get 2, maybe 3 more contracts, you know, depending on how they're giving out the contracts. The salary cap's going to be going up higher, and I'm pretty sure the Eagles are going to keep paying him as long as he's producing at a high level. But the key part was he said he got to be with A.J. Brown. Have you noticed over the last couple of years, when the first year A.J. got here, there was always talk about AJ and Jalen being best friends. You know, all the news about AJ and Jalen. Over the last year and a half, it's been Smitty and AJ. You know, Smitty going to all the AJ kid stuff. Smitty and him saying they talk every single day as receivers. They understand the brotherhood at the receiver spot. They understand they do 2 different things, and they're both really good at it. And they understand they both bring, you know, everything you need at the receiver's position for this football team.
But see, I mean, look, also, I feel like that out of all the receivers that got paid, right? I just said, hey, that Smitty got fleeced, whatever. Out of all the wide receivers that got paid, who's in the best situation right now? It's Smitty. I mean, he's in the best situation right now. His team, like Smitty, like his team is ready to win a Super Bowl. I mean, he's been to a Super Bowl. He's like, this team is ready to go to Super Bowl and win right now. These other teams that's paying these, you know, some of these wide receivers and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, you could debate. Yeah, you know, they might go back, boom, or they might be ready, or they might. This team already been there with these 2 guys. Like, they know that they could get there again because of the duo that they are. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, and then Reddy was like a Smitty didn't ball out until AJ got there. Man, a lot of receivers didn't ball out. Shoot, CeeDee Lamb. I mean, we could look at a CeeDee Lamb. I mean, he needed, you know, Cooper to come. You know, I mean, for him to at least get his foot wet. You know, but now, yes, he got. You know, he's established now. But then there's nobody else but to force feed to CeeDee Lamb. So regardless, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's why his numbers is so high than AJ Brown and Smitty, because if you got one guy, sure, you ain't got no choice. Yeah, people say, well, he's getting double team, whatever. No, not if you got offense coordinator that could game plan to get them apart. You know what I mean? You should just like remember Devontae Adams, right? He was the only guy on the Green Bay. And you still couldn't stop him because they were literally make like a join up plays for him to get open. Like Cooper Kupp, like just literally the one guy on that team, but they were making plays to draw him open. So if you have a good offensive coordinator, once you get that player established, then yes, it's easy to get him going. Like Smitty, the only guy in the playoff game against the Bucks, $150 by himself without AJ Brown. Mm-hmm. So you think he can't do that every game? Of course he can. He can, because guess what? Now he's going to 4 year in the league. He's established now. So yes, he got his man body, his NFL experience. So yes, he could do exactly what AJ Brown could do. Devontae Adams, Nicole. Like all these other guys, he could do exactly what they could do. And that's what's great about having two, Smitty and AJ on the same team, because there's no double teaming.
And what fans got to realize is, like, I think they both realize as long as they keep on the trajectory that they're on, neither one of them would ever be able to get top number one money. You know what I'm saying? Like number one, because the simple fact that they're both so good, they're not going to be. Imagine if AJ was on a team, like you said, how Jefferson had all these yards and all these touchdowns. Imagine if AJ was on a team without a Smitty, his yards would be doubled. Almost, not saying for sure, but there'd be a lot more, because he'd get a lot more targets. He have a lot more opportunity to produce. Same way with Smitty. Without AJ there, his yards will be double. They'll have a lot more to lead tops in the league, and I think they both respect that. They understand that it's about championships, it's about winning football games, and they're gonna get paid along the way. So I'm happy both of these guys are there. And PFF finally gave us our respect, baby. The number one duel in the NFL, baby. Number one duel is AJ Brown.
Yeah, I would agree, because so if you look at this list right here, could you name a straight up true two number ones without saying, well, without him he wouldn't be? Like
maybe
what a number one?
Well, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. That's pretty.
Who?
Mike Evans and Chris Godwin.
Chris Godwin is not a number one.
They both had 1,000 yards receiving years. You know what I'm saying? Like they both done put it down for a while. See, you're making me. If you pull teeth, I'll say Tyreek and Jalen number two. I think that's true too. They're the number two.
If you think that if you take Tyreek off the team, because we've seen Smitty go off without AJ being there in the biggest moment, right? The playoff stage, right? So if you take Tyreek Hill, can Jalen Waddle do what?
Waddle had a good rookie season.
Huh?
He had a good rookie season too.
Who?
I think his rookie season was better than Smitty's.
Who? Waddle?
Yeah.
What the whole thing was, I'm
saying like Waddle's more as an explosive receiver, Smitty's more like
3 years ago.
Like they're both really good. But I'm saying like in terms of like that's one I can say. And the only other one, if this Nico Collins guy was not a 1 year wonder, because first year he did light it up for a receiver for sure. And then you got Stefon Diggs, who we know could light it up, who's been all Pro Bowler, I believe all Pro too. And
reline this for me.
I don't know. I like a lot of these combinations though. Like even the DJ Moore, Keenan Allen. Like Keenan Allen's for sure number one. And DJ Moore, I don't know, because he wasn't really that great this year.
All right, do this for me. All right. So, since you pull up the list, if you had your perfect lineup right here in front of you, what would you change? Who would be the one? Who would be two? Who would be three? If you want, I could go first.
Ooh, yeah, that's crazy too. Puka and Cup, that definitely should be on the list.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But then you're only going off of what Puka only did it 1 year too, right? He's a rookie.
Yeah, but
so, do it.
So of this list right here, just no other list, just this list right here. What would you change? What order would you make?
The order would I change?
Yeah.
If I could change anything, I don't know, because you don't see the 5 and 6. You haven't seen play yet. if they turn out to be really good together like that, I can push 5 and 6 over 3 and 4. You know, because I've seen Chase. He is an awesome receiver. T. Higgins is good, but I think T. Higgins is a really high end number 2 receiver. I don't really consider him. I don't think if Jamar Chase was there, T. Higgins would be a number 1 receiver. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see it. So I would definitely add Puka and Cup. It would be AJ. Tyreek.
No, man, no. Just go off this list, man. Don't add no.
I think they're the third best.
No.
Third best. I would have to
go off this list right here. No, you can't add no other team that's not on there. Don't add no.
Well, if you really look at it, I think you got it. You kind of low key got it right. You know.
Okay, bullshit. Because I think all right. So I go. So I think that the AJ Smitty, is good. I would put a Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. Okay. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. I would put maybe, you know what? I'll leave that alone. Okay. Brendan Ayuk and Deebo Samuel, to me, that's an issue to me. Because Deebo Samuel is not a goddamn wide receiver like everybody think he is. Like, he's not. He's not going to beat nobody over the top or anything like that. So I will put, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison above that. Even DK Metcalf and Tyler, Lockett. I'll put the 49ers a little bit down. I'll leave. So fourth to me would be because I saw them play last season. Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison move up to fourth. Fifth would be DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett because I've seen it play. That's fifth. And then now it's all about boom. You throw it, you know what I mean? Just boop, 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 it is what it is. I would definitely move the Seattle and the Vikings because we saw them play last season. You know what I mean? In regards of the quarterback, we saw them play last season and they still was productive. So, but the other two, the combination, and we don't know how the chemistry is going to work. You know what I mean? Especially with Stephon Diggs and Nico Collins with what's that dude that got hurt for the Texans?
Yeah, they got like 2 other guys that.
Yeah, you got like 2 young. And then Keenan Allen, DJ Moore. I mean, Keenan Allen, hey, he can't be, he can't stay healthy like that. So
Keenan Allen balled last year.
And he wasn't even healthy the whole season.
Yeah. What about Garrett Wilson, Mike Williams?
What, Mike Williams? He wasn't. Hey, that's Keenan Allen, other half right there. He can't stay healthy. So, but to me, I would definitely move, DK and Tyler and Justin.
How far are you saying you're throwing Ayuk and Deebo? My deal with the Deebo thing, like you said, he's more of a running back than a receiver. Yes.
Yeah.
He's really good with slants too. I give him that. Ayuk actually has developed into a really good receiver.
Yeah,
I thought he was trash from the beginning of his career. My buddies are Niners fan. I hate on them all the time. But I would have to say last year, Ayuk had a great year. What I'm saying?
He did.
Debo, in terms of passing, receiving yards, that number keeps going down.
Yeah,
down. Year he's playing, that number keeps going down. If he was going to be a lead receiver, that number needs to continue to go up because he ain't no damn running back.
Yeah, so, I
feel you.
So to me, y'all be like AJ Brown. So it's Eagles, Dolphins. Okay, Bengals.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about. Tank Dell.
Yeah.
That dude's badass too. Woo!
I would have
Dell, Nico, and Diggs.
They might have, but look, I'm gonna keep it.
If those young guys can do it again.
All right, look, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Right, so it's either gonna be the potential. Either the Bears or the Texans overall with 1, 2, 3 wide receiver, 1, 2, 3 slots. The Bears or the Texans had the potential to have the best wide receiver core.
Now, who's the third one for the Bears?
3. Oh man, that rookie that they drafted. Oh shoot, I forgot. He's nasty though. But I forgot his freaking
Bears drafted?
Yes. Yeah, the Bears got a nice little. Yo, they got a nice
elite receivers beside Marv Harrison Jr.
That's the Cardinals.
Nables went to the freaking Giants.
Yeah.
What receiver are you talking about?
I don't. Yo, I'm trying either the Bears or man. I'm gonna stick to my thing. Yo, either the Bears or the freaking
Rome Wilson. That who the Bears got?
Was it? What was
that? Michigan? He's good, but I don't. You know, he got to prove himself for sure.
Wow, was it Rome?
Oh, you talking about Rome from Washington, right? Rome Aduzaway or whatever the boy name is. He was good. Yeah, he was good.
Yeah,
that dude's
yeah. So
he was good. Yeah, for sure.
The buck, like the Bears, if they could put it together, the Bears and the Texans, like all three positions, like 1, 2, 3 wide receiver slots, had the potential to have the best wide receiver core across the board, even before the Eagles, and you know what I mean, for anybody. So I'm telling you right now. So like, just watch out for them. So if you play fantasy football, I mean, those two teams right there, the wide receiver core is monster. If they
but what if I know everybody's talking about Mr. Paris Campbell, right? But what if a former #1 draft pick for the Eagles comes in? You hear nothing but great things from him the last couple of days, last couple of camps. What if John Ross is our #3 receiver? You know, he came in high draft, supposed to be a #1 guy, Sometimes we take the pressure off you to be that #1 guy. You know, he got injured, he retired, he felt like he was tripping, he came back. You know, and since he's been back on this football team, he's been making plays. And even Devontae Smith says, you know, the guy's speed's ridiculous. You're talking about, you thought Quez Walker was fast. Like, this guy had the combine record for the 4.2 you know, 40-yard dash. This guy is real legit speed. Even Deshaun Jackson ran a 4.3. This guy's 4.29. If this guy, you know, with A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith on the outside, then you got this speedster, because even Campbell runs a 4.3. Campbell's fast as hell, too. Imagine a 4-receiver set with Devontae, A.J., then Campbell and John Ross in the slots right there. That would totally destroy them.
No, thanks.
So look, what do you think about John Ross with the #3 spot?
Okay. All right, first of all, I do agree with the Ready Red. It's all going to be on Caleb Bourne, right? Basically, because he has everything.
He's on ball out.
He has the wide receiver, the tight end, and Komet, the running game, and Swift, right? You know what I mean? Yo, he is set on the offensive side, so it's going to be on him. I mean, can he handle the pressure? Can he make the big throws in the big time moment, which I didn't see in college, even though you said that you saw it? But it is what it is. I mean, yo, I see him.
Big plays in college.
I didn't see no big. Hey, look.
Huge plays. I mean, you know, pump it up. Huge plays in college.
Last season that I watched,
55 points in games, just throwing bombs.
Because they call having no defense. I mean, yo, anybody could throw for. I mean, hey, he might as well be in the Big 12, but God damn it, you know what I mean? Hey, just throw it. Hey, there's no defense, okay? So who are you gonna?
I'm gonna pick for a reason because he's the best.
Yeah, because he won the Heisman last year. Blah 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 blah, and everybody think he's next Patrick Mahomes. All right, boom, got it. Yeah. I'm not gonna put John Ross over a guy that quit football, retired to come in and have the same passionate of guys that are coming out of college and hungry and like or guys that are proven in the NFL. I'm not going to do that. So the whole Ross thing is cute, but I would rather see my guy Smith in the slot. Smith, come on, man. Anaya Smith in the slot. Now, if you could convince me that Anaya Smith and A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith is our threesome, boom. You know what I mean? Hey, look, I'm all in. All right.
I think that third spot's gonna be rotated between those three guys.
Well, I mean, hey,
I think Ross will get his share. I think in the beginning of the season, go see who wants it more. who wants to be that third receiver, who wants to put the pressure on the defense, who can handle putting the pressure on defense. I think you're going to see a lot of plays early going deep to Campbell, going deep to, Ross, going deep to Nice Smith to see who will make the big play. Because that's all we wanted Quest to do. If Quest Watkins made the big plays that he got thrown the ball, he would still be on this damn football team. But since he did not, he is off.
He didn't play well versus good team.
He did play well. The defense didn't play well. He put up 45 points in losing efforts. He put up 49 points in losing effort. He played well.
Against
the
who?
Defense didn't play
Against
well.
Who?
Against all the top defenses we played.
Wait, who? Name me one.
We're not talking about. We're talking about the third receiver.
Oh, exactly.
We're talking about right now. This is a fucking channel. This is not no Bear station, okay? Get your egos in.
Exactly.
Don't let no cowgirl come in and mess up the show and change the perspective of what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, he that dog, he that bull. He gonna do his thing. I really think John Ross, if he can put the pass on, right? Sometimes it takes a step away from the game to understand what you missed out, and none of these other guys, not Anaya Smith, not Campbell, not no other body that you will want to play the third receiver was a first-round draft pick with high expectations. And some people say that don't mean nothing, but I'm saying it does. It shows that he had the talent at one point. Now, like if people say people's confidence get broken, all the he even said his injuries, got to him after a while. He's fully healthy, and people for some magical reason, that's why I'm so happy we got Saquon. For some magical reason, when they come to Philadelphia, they don't get hurt. They come from places where they get hurt a lot. They come here, they don't get hurt. And that helps them play at a higher level, and they have competition there. So I really think that John Ross, yes, can be our receiver 3. Let us know in the chat, man. Shout out to all 45 of y'all up in here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We see Twitter is pumping big time. If y'all can come over to the Facebook side, do us a service and hit that like, hit that subscribe over there. Check us out over there as well. We love the support no matter where you're at. But that's where the things really roll on the YouTube side. So, but John Ross, I think he's definitely he can be our receiver 3. Because who knows? Anaya Smith could be, Campbell could be, who?
Okay, all right. PG, all right. Boom. Hey, okay, boom. I get it. Maybe pro the young guys, right? I want to see guys that we drafted for once and goddamn wow to go out there and produce.
Devontae.
Yo, I hear you. But why can't we? Okay, John Ross, congratulations. You had your time. I don't even think he's going to be on the team. It's going to be a tough cut, by the way. It's going to be a tough cut because I think Paris Campbell is going to be on the team, and then Anaya Smith and AJ and maybe between was that a white dude name that returned punch?
Covey.
Covey, maybe, what I mean? So like we're not keeping those 7 wide receivers, right? What I mean? Hey, we're keeping 7.
I'm keeping 6.
6. Yeah, I just
like you said, like he can still be on the practice pulling up.
So look, AJ, Smitty, Anaya Smith, Wilson, Paris Campbell, and hey, look, it is what it is. Hey, whatever the 6th guy is, Covey, right? Covey, that's 6.
Covey's only staying if he can lock down that kick and return.
Yeah, I mean, but that's 6.
He can lock down kick and return. There's no need to be keeping
it's gonna be a tough cut because a guy that's coming off retirement, unless he wows.
Remember, he wowed him at the tryout. You let him go.
Okay, wait. Okay, yes, I understand that. But look, I'm not talking about no OTAs with no pads. I'm not talking about no minicamp. Yo, in preseason, like he needs to show out in preseason, in games. And then you be like, oh, okay. All right. Because AJ and Smitty, hey, we already know men not even play. So now, hey, he going to get his opportunity. Now, if he wows us, or not us, the fans, because we could care less. Hey, if he wows the coaches and the owners, be like, oh, okay, let's keep him. But he's going to have the opportunity to show I'm back mentally, physically, let's get it. You know what I mean? But he had his opportunity. And like you say, a first-round draft pick, blah, 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 blah. Hey, he walked away. So that's not my problem. That's not your problem. But the team problem is who you gonna pick over him? And that's a problem.
Yeah.
So,
what about RB2 spot, man? Kenny Gainwell, will he be RB2 this year? You know, because I like Shipley. I like Shipley. You know what I'm saying? If you guys watch my video, man, I did my depth chart on the Eagles ground attack. You know, Saquon, Shipley, Gainwell, and my boy Milton from Georgia. You know, that's what I think is going to be the lineup. And I think, you know, we've been waiting for Gainwell to take over. You know what I'm saying? Just take over something. Either be ready to be number one or even, you know, solidify the number 2 spot. I don't really feel like he actually did that last year. And I think that, you know, you got a young, you know, hungry guy like Shipley to come in here who can do it all, can do everything Gainwell could do. I think he's even a little bit bigger than Gainwell. Let him do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Gainwell can still get sprinkled in. Like I said in the video, he can be like, you know, the J.J. Corey, LeGarrette Blount, Corey Komet type thing. We got 3 really good backs. You rotate them in. That's according. But at the end of the day, I think Shipley takes over that RB2 spot, and Gainwell time at RB2 is over. And he gets bumped back to RB3. How do you feel about that?
Well, to be offered to Gainwell is that he never really had an opportunity to see that spot for good, because week 1 last year in the freaking monsoon, he did great. Like, no fumbles. He caught the ball out of backfield, like catching the ball in the rain when Jalen Hurts was throwing the ball. He ran the ball for at least 4.5 yards per carry. This dude was doing everything. And then game 2, we threw in Swift, and Swift took over. You know what I mean? So he never really had an opportunity to say, hey, this is your job. And then they brought in a lesser backup then. You know what I mean? So he at least know, hey, this is my job, and this guy right here is not going to take my spot. Like, is Gainwell Miles Sanders? Nope. Hey, you behind Miles. Is Gainwell Swift? Nope. Hey, you behind Swift. Is Gainwell Barkley? Nope.
Hell no. Hell no.
So, and when did he have his opportunity to prove that I'm the guy? Yes, you could have one game, like one good game, but then, the next week.
If you were that guy, you are that guy. And he's
no.
How many years now he's been on the Eagles, and he has not been that guy.
Proven guys. There are name brand guys. There are proven. Miles Sanders was already proven. You know what I mean? Like
Swift wasn't really proven. Swift got benched.
Swift was a first-round pick.
But he got benched before he came to us.
No. Because of his injuries. It wasn't because of his talent. It was because of
2 players ahead of him were playing really good.
So, all right. Again, what was a 3rd-round pick? All right. You know what I mean? Hey, during the COVID year, goddamn it. You know what I mean? So he was 3rd-round pick during the COVID. You know what I mean? COVID goddamn, like, boom, 3rd round, So all I'm saying is this. He did not have an opportunity to actually seize, the starting spot week in and week out. The Eagles are a running back by committee. You know what I mean? Regardless, but we'll see this upcoming season. Do they use Barkley a lot more? But since we're talking about the RB2, all right. So between him and Shipley, I think that Gainwell would take the first crack at it. But my gut feeling, and I don't have an upset stomach, but my gut is telling me that he's about to be RB3.
Yeah.
Because Barkley and Shipley are kind of like, similar type of backs, you know what I mean? Could do it all, you know what I mean? Like, catch out the backfield, run through the hole, big bodies, jump over you. Gainwell is a one-trick pony type thing, you know what I mean? So I think that he's going to be RB3 and his RB2.
That we need to realize, too, RB3 this year as opposed to RB3 years past, it's going to be different. We have a Bull and Saquon. Now we have a lead back. You know what I'm saying? Even when we had Swift, when we had Miles, they didn't trust him to be lead backs. That's why they always rotated him in. We were back by committee. Ain't no damn back by committee. I'm not saying that these other guys aren't going to get carries. But ain't no back by committee when you got a Saquon Barkley. Because what? He was the team. He was the backfield for the Giants for the last 6 years. You know what I'm saying? He was twice had 2,000-yard freaking all scrimmage yards seasons. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is that bull, and he won't even have to get as many carries as he got with the Giants and producing, at the level that he was producing at, if not even higher, because you got the talent on the outside. You got Jalen Hurts pulling linebackers. He looked fast again out there. And I think that RB2 will get less than normal RB2, and RB3 definitely going to get a lot less than that. So, that's what's going on. And things like that.
But I think whoever is RB2 will at least get over 150 carries.
Oh, man, that's too many.
Only because it's a long season, right? It's a long season. Remember, it's 17-game season, and then you possibly
I'll say touches, not carries.
Huh?
Say touches, not carries.
Well, okay, what touches? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
touches.
That's more realistic.
So touches.
Not just carries. I'm like straight carries.
Okay, no. Yeah. Because I feel like because it is a long season, even in Miles Sanders, best 1,300 plus season, the second running back at least had over 100 touches. You know what I mean? Yeah. So because it is a long season now, and then you're playing more than just for 17 games. You're playing for 21. You know what I mean? Like you playing for the Super Bowl.
I feel you on that in terms of Swift and Sanders both had 1,000 yards, but you got to remember, on passing downs, game was in the game. You know what I'm saying? Corey Clement, well, that's his name, not Corey Clement. What's the bull name we just could let go? Boston Scott got a lot of carries too, as well in certain games, especially when we played the Giants. So these guys were rotated in a lot more than what I'm saying that I think. I feel like Saquon's a better talent. He pass blocked better than Swift and Sanders did. He's able to produce at a higher level than both of these guys, and he's just way more talented than both of these guys. Remember, Sanders was Barkley's backup. Okay, he was his backup. Barkley was the number 2 overall.
1 year ahead of him too. So
Sanders was
number 2. Let's not, Hey, by the way,
Saquon Barkley,
Penn State fan over here. All right, so
he
was also a year ahead of him too.
Okay, he was a year ahead of him, but he was not a year better than him.
Not good enough.
He wasn't splitting carries with Sanders that year either. He was there.
I mean, but this still was getting in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was getting in. The Saquon. Come on, don't shortchange the boy Saquon, man. Don't shortchange him. Saquon was the number 2 overall pick. I don't care.
I hear you.
What you say? He was first team.
Next question. Yes.
Come on, this guy was the man. Y'all act like Saquon ain't that dude. He is. We just hate him because he was on the Giants, but now he's on the G-Man, baby. Now he's on the Eagles, baby. He's about to do something. Christian McCaffrey move over because Saquon Barkley about to be the best back in the league, baby.
All right, so hey. All right, so in fantasy football, who's your first number 1 running back? Saquon Barkley or Christian McCaffrey? Go.
Saquon Barkley.
Okay. All right.
Christian, right? Christian's earned it over the last 3 years, right? He earned it over the last 3 years, right? But I feel like this year is different. This year's a new year, and this year's Saquon with the upgraded talent that's around him. Saquon never played with he only played 1 Pro Bowl in those 2 years.
So I just asked you one question. All right.
Now he's playing with 10 Pro Bowlers. He's about to go count him.
But I'm talking about
Saquon. I think Saquon. Remember that year that Sanders had broke the record with 3 80+ yards runs or whatever? That was Sanders, right? I think Saquon breaks that record this year. To be honest with you, he's gonna be that good.
Okay. All right. Cool. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. What else we got up in here, man? Okay. What we got? We got that. We got that.
How about one more?
Hey, we got 2 more actually. But one is we heard the top 5 quarterbacks from Stroud, baby. Who is your top 5 quarterback going into this season this year?
I mean, people. All right, look, we as a society, we live in what have you done for me lately? Meaning that last season, right? I mean, I don't care about your name, how many Super Bowls you won. it's like short-term memory, very, very, very short-term memory, to where we kind of see it as Stroud even put himself as on top 5, which he played as a top 5 quarterback last year. So my top 5 would be, I have to go with Patrick Mahomes,
Of course.
number 1. I would say with the 2 quarterbacks that played in the Super Bowl, but I can't put Brock Purdy on my top 5 because I watch the playoff. I actually watch. I focus on the playoffs. In the first half of every game, the 49ers should have got their ass blown out. But coaching matters, folks. Coaching matters, and that's why we say that the Eagles are going to have a bounce-back season, because we had some horrible coaching, and we saw it in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Coaching matters, and that's the reason why the 49ers ended up in the Super Bowl. So I can't put Brock Purdy by default into this, the top 5. So Patrick Mahomes is number 1. So I have to go to the MVP, the SC MVP, you know what I mean? And Lamar Jackson, number 2. I have to go with Lamar Jackson, number 2, because God damn it, you know what I mean? Yo, MVP, right? You know what I mean? 2-time MVP, you know what I mean? But he never made it to, the Super Bowl, but he did, a 2-time MVP. Thanks. Number 3 right here is kind of tricky, though. You know what I mean? It's kind of tricky, but just based on last year's play, I will put CJ Stroud in number 3. I will put him as number 3. Man, as a rookie, nobody expected the Texans. Nobody expected the Texans to take the leap that they did and become a playoff team, and not only make it past the wild card round and face the Ravens that they kind of went back and forth for a little bit. So I put CJ Stroud as number 3. All right. So this is all based off last season. I just saying based on 2, 3, 4 seasons ago. Number 4 comes trickiness, because you can't have a top. Oh my God. I have to put Dak Prescott.
What? Boo!
I have to put
this guy out of the stadium. Get him off the screen. You're not even allowed on the screen no more. We're gonna remove you. Listen, that was blasphemy what JC just said, and I know Eagles fans. I know you heard him. Don't ever you get on his ass. Don't ever let him say no ridiculous shit like that again. We're gonna bring him back over, finish his list. Go ahead, buddy. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Lord Savior. I'm praying for you today. Take it away.
So
take it away.
So just like I put Lamar Jackson in because of 2-time MVP. And put Dak Prescott outside the top 5 just based on last year. It just based on last year. Right? MVP runner up. I'm sorry. You can't be MVP runner up and then we fight for our own God the year before as number 1, number 2. And then the number 5, Jalen Hurts, because he had a top 7 offense, had 6 comebacks, the most out of NFL last season. 6 double-digit comebacks from behind, folks. So you can't. Defense was the reason that the Philadelphia Eagles, folded, was because of defense. It wasn't because of offense. We was a top 7 offense. There's 30 freaking goddamn 2 teams in the league. You are a top 7 offense. You should at least be better than that. Your defense should not be ranked number 31 in third downs, number 32 in fourth down. I mean, we was just ass. But Jalen Hurts, for some way, somehow, took us to 10-0, right? Still finished the season top 7. You know what I mean? Like on top of all that BS that happens. So that's why he rounded my top 5. So you got Mahomes, Lamar, CJ, Dak, and Hurts. That is my honest opinion.
That's cool, man. I guess that's cool. That's your. See, I go a little different. You know what I'm saying? I don't go off of last year.
You have to though, man.
Going into this season, who are the top 5 quarterbacks going into this season?
You have to go off to last.
I'm not going off like I'm going off and going into this season and however long you've been in the league, my guy.
But Aaron Rodgers is going to be in top 5. Aaron
Rodgers still wouldn't be in my top 5 because he didn't play last year. But that's not. He played well in a couple of years now, so he can get moved down out of my top 5. So you want to hear the real top 5 going into the season this year? I like your sneaky Jared Goff thing.
And Goff, I
like that.
Hey, that was my number 6 actually.
You know what? Here we go. Let me break it down for you. Number 1. The number 1 quarterback in pro football today is none other than Patrick Mahomes. I always say Jalen's better, but Patrick is better. I got to admit it live. Finally, the first year I will admit it straight up. I do think Jalen will be better than him eventually. But as of right now, you got to give it to Patrick Mahomes because he is the best quarterback in the league. But number 2 is Jalen Freaker. Jalen Freaker! The best quarterbacks, because I don't care about those numbers you're talking about, passing, top 8, whatever. No one likes to add his rushing yards, his rushing touchdowns, his rushing everything. He does all that better than any of these cats. There's not another quarterback on that top 5 that has the yards he put up as a quarterback rushing the football.
Lamar Jackson.
No, whatever.
Lamar Jackson had over 1,000 rushing yards when he won his MVP.
One guy. Okay, Lamar. One guy. Okay, Lamar. One guy. But one guy that can do it, But Jalen is still better than Lamar in my eyes. Jalen is better than Lamar, and this is my top 5.
Oh, my God.
Lamar Jackson will be number 3. I would give it to the 2-time MVP because it says something to be a dual threat quarterback and win the MVP twice. But you can't. I don't think you're better than Jalen. I'm sorry. That's just my biased opinion, and I'm going to roll with it. Number 4. Number 4. What do you say, big symbol? So much. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways.
You can't agree that Lamar Jackson is the better than
Keep your mouth shut. Okay, here we go. Number 4. You're going to have to.
Wait, who's 3?
Lamar Jackson.
Oh, okay.
Number 4, the way the boy played last year, I'm going to give it to CJ Stroud. You know what I'm saying? Because it's only 1 year, and it was a pretty damn impressive year. You know what I'm saying? He's number 4. Okay. And number 5 is Jared Goff, baby. Jared Goff worked miracles in Detroit. He was awesome last year with that football. He took his team to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And number 6 is.
No, you said top 5.
Dak Prescott.
No.
That's outside my top 5. He's number 6.
I can't really argue with your list besides that Lamar Jackson, 2-time MVP, had more rushing yards, over 1,000 rushing yards as a quarterback, breaking Michael Vick's single-season rushing record. But then you put him after Jalen Hurts because
you don't have more touchdowns. Oh my God! Right? What's better, yards or touchdowns? You can have 1 million yards and 10 touchdowns, or you can have 1 million touchdowns.
I think that he had the single season. I think that. Correct me if I'm wrong. He had the single season rushing yards and rushing TD for a quarterback in a season.
No, not rushing TDs.
You sure about that?
I'm positive. He never had that many touchdowns.
Who had that? Who had the rushing TDs then?
Jalen Hurts got it the most.
The most rushing TDs for a quarterback. And not Eagles.
Last year,
combined.
Josh Allen last year. One season. Number 1 last year.
No. One season.
That's what I'm talking about for the most of the season. 15 touchdowns.
15 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah. That's Jalen Hurts.
I don't know.
Hurts, baby. And in the last 3 years, put them all together, Jalen Hurts is number 1, my guy. Okay? Number 1. In 3 years, number 1 starting quarterback. Yeah, Jalen Hurts.
All right.
Okay? Well, he beat Cam Newton's record. He broke Cam Newton's record. He broke Josh Allen's, all that. All of them, they don't mess with him in that category. Remember? And a lot of people want to give it to the tush push, whatever. I don't care. Take all of them touchdowns, Jalen. That's a point you put up. That's your legacy. That's your history. And that's the history you still.
15 rushing touchdowns last season, though.
Yeah. Look it up.
Man, I don't know. But I don't have time to look it up right now. But I'm almost.
You got time.
Bet you another jersey that he does not have 15 rushing touchdowns.
I'll look it up for you right fast.
What you want to bet another jersey? You look it up.
Hey Siri, how many rushing touchdowns did Jalen Hurts have last year?
Wait. Did you want to see?
Easy money. Boom, 15.
What, he said 15?
Want to see it? Last year, 15 rushing touchdowns. The year before 13. The year before 10. The year before 3.
I can't see anything.
Right there, 2023. Jalen Hurts, 15 touchdowns.
Is that the NFL record? Is that NFL record?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, X Siri.
Yeah.
Well, X Siri. Is that the NFL record for quarterback?
Hey Siri, what's the most rushing touchdowns by an NFL quarterback in a single season? Not throwing touchdowns, rushing touchdowns. Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, man.
That is the record, though. I'm gonna tell you, I had a little posting. That is the record. He is.
Yeah, but I mean,
Cam Newton had the record for a long time, and then he broke it. And I think, what I will say is, I think he's tied with the record with Josh Allen. I gotta see how many Josh Allen had last year. But I think the thing I was reading said that it was Jalen Hurts tied with Josh Allen they broke Cam Newton's record.
Well, anyway, I mean,
Lamar Jackson never had the record, so like I said, so who cares about all the yards you're rushing? If you ain't scoring touchdowns on him, then what the fuck are you doing?
So you basically went off Hurts because he had the most rushing touchdowns.
He's a better quarterback, overall quarterback than all them jabronis. I would even say better than Mahomes. Mahomes can't touch that stuff.
Lamar Jackson, a two-time MVP, that's thrown for over 30-something touchdowns, with Jalen Hurts having ever thrown and rushed for double-digit touchdown. So I don't get it. But hey, look, that's your trash. That's your questions. All right. And next and final question. Let's go.
Okay. Is the Eagles' offense better this year with Kellen Moore, baby?
What kind of layup is
that? They said the Eagles were dead last in motions last year, but we still had the 8th best passing offense in the league. The 8th best without no motion, dead last. How much more don't you think? Even Devontae said we're able to do some things we weren't allowed to do last year, like motion. Like, how much more do you think that can bring? Do you think that can, just this motion alone, just that one concept of his offense, can bring us from being 8th passing to number 1 or top 3?
No, it's not about the motion, man. It's not about that. It's about the offensive talent. The Philadelphia Eagles have the number 1 talented offense in this whole NFL. Period.
I believe that.
No other. I'm
with you when you're right, my brother. I'm with you when you're right.
There's no other team that we just talk about have 2 bona fide number 1 wide receivers. We got 2 of them. There's no other team got a top 5 offense when healthy. No, a tight end when healthy. We got Goddard. If he got them, stop getting hurt every year, midway through the season, right? You know what I mean? The offensive line. We got at least a top 1, top 2 running back in the whole NFL. And Barkley. You know what I mean? If we got a top 5 quarterback, in my opinion, out of 32 and the whole quarterback. You know what I mean? So and now simply add a little motion to throw the defense away by linebackers, and bam, you get from number 7 offense to probably a top 3, top 4 offense. You know what I mean? So it's easy math. So it's not that hard. Your question, can the Eagles be better offense? Absolutely. Because we have better talent on the offense just by adding 1 guy, but also just by adding a little couple motions there. But then we went into the draft. We added, Wilson, a 6'7" wide receiver, big body, and then Anaya Smith, a gadget wide receiver that could be used everywhere around the field. Barkley. Of course, the offense is it's going to be way better with more. And then Jalen Hurts, hungry to reprove himself from last season. You know, the whole debacle that happened, the whole collapse that happened. Like, this whole offense is more hungrier than last season and better suited for the personnel that we have right now than last season. So absolutely, this is a no-brainer to me. The Philadelphia Eagles, my prediction will be a top three offense in the league. They went, as a matter of fact, they were a top top three offense before, you know what I mean, we started, you know, playing like ass, because we were averaging 27 a game every game. So, and then we started, you know, scoring 18, blah, blah, blah. But we still end up a top 7. Absolutely. The offense is much better with more, but without even seeing a snap, because we can't see any worse than last season.
Yeah, and I believe so too. Like, he's going to bring that motion. You're already hearing the players love it. Like you said, like, it's not just one player. It's like, who cares who's in a slot normally? Sometimes, like you said, you might see Wilson on the outside, Devontae go to slot. Sometimes you can see AJ go to slot. Sometimes you're going to see Saquon in a slot. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's able to do a lot more. I think you're going to see some more receiving, you know, yards for the running back, you know, more screens for the running backs and things of that nature that we haven't been seeing from this Philadelphia Eagles offense, which we should have been seeing from this Philadelphia Eagles offense. I think you see a lot more high impact plays. Like you say, they say right now in training camp, they're throwing the ball a lot deeper, you know, more often, you know, in training and OTAs at least, you know what I'm saying, just testing the waters. And I think that's why Jalen's throwing so many picks. And it's good. I want him to throw them all right now. Throw them all right now. I don't even give a damn. It's OTA, it's 707. He's trying to fit things in. He's trying to see what the play can actually be. And it's up to him to keep trying. Keep throwing that rock until you perfect it. And when OTAs come, you can do it against people will pass on. And by the time the week 1 come, you perfected the play. Now you're just it's like clockwork. And we look like we did in 2022 on offense. And I think we can even look better than that with a Saquon Barkley on the team.
Oh, yeah. I mean, facts. I mean, no argument here. I mean, I agree.
All right. Well, hey, man, we are hour 21 in. Shout out to all you guys still up in here. Hit that like wherever you're at. Share the content. Help us, you know, keep this good Eagles content going out to more and more Eagles fans out there, man. Any final words for you, JC?
I mean, look, hey, we just got to be patient, man. And please, if you're a Philadelphia Eagle fan out there, all right, hey, listen to me. All right, we about to go dark. All right, look. Listen to me. Do not overreact to OTAs and mini camps. That don't mean shit. But all I want you to do is wait until week 1. Week 1, when you see the full roster, the full defense, the full offense. And let's see, against a good Packers team that blew the backs out of our worst enemies in the Dallas Cowboys. That's all I want you to wait for. Do not, I'm telling you right now, please listen to your boy, JC Sports Talk. Do not overreact to OTAs, minicamp, preseason, because the real test will be week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5 we on by, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, until we reach our destination.
So week 21, when it's over.
But do not overreact to OTAs and all these rumors and all this stuff. Wait till the final 53-man roster come out, plus those on the practice squad, and then we could get excited for the new 2024-2025 season. But until then, stop tweeting, you know, some Jalen Reagor type shit, one-handed catches and 10 interceptions and 1 goddamn OTA, because that don't mean shit at the end of the day. That's all I gotta say about that. Wake the hell up and stop being catfish, ladies and gentlemen, because Jalen Reagor,
you're getting clickbait out there. Getting clickbait, like you said. And I agree with you on that. Ain't none of this shit mean a damn thing. Ain't none of this shit mean a goddamn thing. It's encouraging. It's encouraging to hear some guys that you're worried about. At least they're playing good, because there's people you don't hear about, and that probably is bad that they're not being talked about so much, you know. But nothing really matters to who's lining up week 1. Nothing really matters to who's showing up, showing out week 1 on this football team. And that's when we're going to see who's the dogs on this football team, who's going to win, who's going to win their positions, and who got the, who's going to lead us to the Super Bowl, baby. It ain't nothing. It is Super Bowl or bust this year. I will say that. It is definitely Super Bowl or bust. I'm telling you that, all Eagles fan. We're going to the Super Bowl. We're going to win it this year. Jalen Hurts will be MVP. Saquon Barkley will be Offensive Player of the Year. We're going to have 11 Pro Bowlers.
We're going to do something this year, though. We're definitely going to do our five type bold prediction, and we're going to type it on live.
Yes.
While we said, we're going to tweet it out. You're going to give your 5, and I'm going to give my 5, and we're going to switch screens, and we're going to type it at number 1. This is going to happen. Number 2. And we are going to pin it on our Twitter feed. And it's going to stay there, regardless how bold it is, regardless how wrong it is, regardless from week 1 is get smashed. It doesn't matter. We are not going to unpin it until the end of the season. All right. So before the season starts, we are going to give our 5 bold predictions for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I want y'all to do the same. If y'all listening, everybody that's tuning in, if you got social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, we all going to put our 5 bold predictions, and we're going to put it on top of our social media, and we're going to leave it there with confidence to see it.
For the whole season. You know who's going to have the truth, though. That BG. That BG always put the truth up, my guy. Always put the truth up. Hey, salute to all you guys still out here. We still got over 50 up in here. Much love to all you guys. Fly, Eagles. Fly till next time. This is BG. That's JC. And this is the Truth episode 28, and we are out. Peace.
Go Birds.
Going on, everybody, man. And welcome to the very, 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 very first episode